Hello, everyone, and welcome to Minerals Monday Live. Today is Moldavite, the extraterrestrial communicator. Moldavite is not a crystal. It's formed from a meteorite which collided with the planet Earth about 10 million years ago. So it's a relatively young stone, and it looks a lot like glass. So today we're going to be using Moldavite in our meditation so that we can open the channel to communicate with loved ones who we have lost, either pets or persons, those who have precessed us in their passing. 2020 is a year of great loss, and our culture is not very fond of grieving. So it is all right to have feelings and sadness. It is appropriate during this time. And I'm going to show you also how to use some other fairly common stones to substitute for Moldavite if you don't have any Moldavite. And then we can meditate together and have an experience receiving and opening communication from our loved ones who've already passed. Thanks so much for coming, everybody. And I'm looking here to see if anybody's in the comments. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Don't be afraid to show yourself. And for those on replay, I will be talking a little bit about tektites, and then we're going to get to our live political tarot questions. So go ahead and type in the live chat your political questions, and we'll have some topics to discuss. And of course, we know that the confirmation hearings are happening today for the SCOTUS. So that's basically what's on the plate. And then there's a lot of unanswered questions about the president's illness. And I wanted to chat a little bit about what I know about the HIPAA Act, which is HIPAA, and how that affects a person sharing their medical records. Okay. All right. Hi, Jima. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. So today, I'm going to talk a little bit about tektites and how tektites are different than a crystal. Now, we know that crystals grow naturally, and they can also be grown man-made with a seed which germinates and a catalyst like a heat source and the chemistry to create the different elementals in a crystal. A tektite is actually a form of motion. It's actually a wave. And when we tap into the wave and the pre-waves, I'm going to talk about an event horizon so that we can have the experience of the pre-waves of our new administration and our new president in 2021, because everything's changing. And tektites create the wave, okay? For an event horizon, that is an experience before the actual happening. That's right. Time is a human construct. And in reality, when the asteroid came towards the Earth, and recently there has been an asteroid which has passed close to the Earth but is not colliding, because there's so much motion and so much mass, there's what's called a perturbation or a wave, and it will create a wobble in the spin, yes, in the dipole moment of the Earth. So when the asteroid passed us, before the asteroid passes us, there's a pre-wave because the pressure of the asteroid coming towards the Earth, that's right, the atmosphere around it creates a pre-wave. Now, something else that was very interesting was during the Nixon impeachment hearings, there was an asteroid called Kahutek. And I remember being a little kid and my dad waking me up to watch the comet coming up from the horizon. But it was interesting because the comet looked like it was flying in the opposite direction. It wasn't coming over the horizon. It was like leaving. So once again, the pre-wave is on the event horizon. So we can have an experience of next year before it even gets here. And the reason why is the reality of the changes that are already coming are already in effect, because the future is a web, and it's a very near future construct because it's only a few months out. January 14th is when Uranus goes direct again. All right. Hi, Marjorie. Hi, everyone. Please type your political tarot questions, and we'll have the best topic. Now, to do some readings on. Now, regarding tektites, okay, so Moldavite is a tektite. It's a lot more like a piece of green glass. It's not a crystal. It's an amorphous structure. So it doesn't have the lattice structure and those lovely atomic layers that a crystal structure grows. It was a meteorite which struck the Eurasian continent about 10 million years ago, which is now in Czechoslovakia. And so there is a limited amount of Moldavite because it cannot grow. That's why it's somewhat rare and difficult to find. It looks like green glass with holes in it. You'll see the venting holes. That is what's very distinctive, is because the tektite was created when the meteorite hit the Earth and fused with the Terra, with the Earth formation, and the chemistry of the metal from the meteorite fused. That's right, fused with the planetary. And it was so hot that it sprayed out all the tektites like drops of molten glass flying through the air. And so this site in Czechoslovakia has the limited amount of Moldavite in it. You'll see when it cooled and it landed, because 10 billion years is relatively young for a stone, it forms in these weird chunks. So there's no crystals, there's no tips, there's no formation, there's no oxygrams, hexagons. It's very amorphous, which means it's like glass. It looks like green glass. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what are we going to read on our political live tarot today? Which topics do we want? I would like to share with you that it turns out that possibly the reason why the readers have been getting very mixed messages on the 45th president's health is that he did not actually test or share his test results. Yeah, so we don't know if he ever tested negative when the last time he tested negative. We do not know if he is currently negative, and we do not know if he tested positive while he was at the hospital. Yeah, it turns out that per HIPAA, that's the law, is made to protect people that a private person, so Donald Trump, the man who checks into just like a doctor, does not ever have to release his medical records. That also means that no one should ever know whether or not we are immunized. So we have to share our records with our kids when we register them for school. So this whole thing needs to be updated because this is not right. And also the seat of the office of the president is not a personal person. And so we need to change the laws which say that we should be able to have access to his medical records or something, because right now he's just hiding whether or not he tested, whether or not he tested this way or that way. Literally, that's basically what came out. So I had found that out through the cards last week that something was up, and it is within the realm of possibility that he did not have it. Okay, it is. We don't know. We don't know if he had it. We don't know if he still has it. It's just one big wahoo. He's so like that. Oh, great. We have some questions coming in. Question from Gma. Does Amy, I'm not going to say her name out loud because it will sometimes trigger the algorithm in YouTube, and we don't want to have buffering and things look too, get too funky. Does she have anything to hide? And will she be elected for her position? And then Marjorie also comments that I don't think they ever tested him. It is totally possible that he hasn't been tested. Completely possible. And then will more GOP get the virus? I'm going to answer that question really quickly because I work in data science and I ran the numbers. And there is a 50% chance that there will be a fatal terminal case within the Senate when the general population of the Senate hits about a 10% infection rate. So we had that first Senate member pass. That would be Mr. Herman. Okay. And so in order for the odds for the second Senate member to pass, then I would expect the infection rate because remember, it's a lagging indicator by the time someone actually is terminal and passes. Okay, so there's only a 50% chance that the next senator would have a terminal case and would go fatal, and that would be an indication that approximately 20% of the Congress, of the total Congress, not necessarily its staff, but of the Senate members. Okay, so that's a fairly high infection rate. Right now, New York City, Florida, and the state of Oregon just recently tested, like yesterday, at 6.3%, which is hugely high. So when the numbers get towards 10%, you will just see breakouts and people breaking out. But remember, of those infected, first of all, you only know who's infected if they agree to be tested and they go into the CDC numbers. It's a risk of 1 in 1,000 people. So all of the Congress, technically speaking, could have been infected and still had only a 25% chance of someone passing. So that because there's only 500 total members in Congress. So the fact that someone already passed in the Senate means that, once again, the risk and the odds, and it's all statistics, you guys. It's not reality. It's just probability statistics. So the chances of someone being very, very sick is still high. Like Chris Christie, he's very, very sick. But, well, actually, he's considered to have a mild case. So to have a serious case is 50%. But that's only when 10% of the gross population is infected, because by the time 6.3% shows up at the testing site, that means the real rate of infections is much higher. We don't know how much higher. It could be 4 times higher, because there's people who have it or are asymptomatic, don't know they have it. It's just, there's no contact tracing. All right, so let's start with, does she have anything to hide? It turns out that she does. She has campaign financing, which she hid. I don't know if you guys found out about this. Oh, and I brought my Oracle energy cards for the Moldavite meditation today. And we're going to start by clearing the energy today. I totally changed out my altar. And here we receive the blessings from the universe, because we as the gift are givers. And today we are putting ourselves into receive mode. And our affirmation is, I am open to receiving. I am open to receiving. And then you can put in your word that you like. I am open to receiving love. I am open to receiving communication from my loved one. I am open to receiving money. I am open to receiving money from my loved one. I am open to receiving, because we as givers, we overgive, and our expectations are high when we receive, and that leads to disappointment. We want to acknowledge and be grateful for the smallest gift, the littlest tribe. That's right. So let's pull out the United States Greer deck and ask. And thank you for your political questions today. So we're asking a question about whether or not SCOTUS will be confirmed, essentially, by the Senate. Because before we ask if she'll be confirmed for the Senate, we want to ask, what does she have to hide? Because I already know that when she filled out her form, she hid something about campaign contributions. And then I think she's also hiding a lot about that weird sect that she belongs to, the faith something or other. All right. So what does Amy have to hide? Oh, and I brought in this beautiful fall leaf. You see this? It's so gorgeous. Look at those gorgeous colors as there's seasons are starting to turn. What does Amy have to hide? And what do we deserve to know as American citizens? Because our Senate is voting on this confirmation of a lifetime appointment. This is very, very consequential. And thank you, universe, for sharing the truth with us, because in the United States, we have a lot of information suppression and censorship issues, and we are grateful for what the tarot has to share with us. And thanks for the likes, guys. Thanks for putting the thumbs up. I know you guys always do. What does the universe want to share with us that Amy is hiding? What is Amy hiding? And then I'm going to cut the cards. Whoa, evidence. This is, she's hiding evidence. What is Amy hiding? We'll do the 9 spread, because today she's hiding a lot. This is what she's hiding, why she wants to hide it, and what we need to know about it. And I also have some clarity decks. We want to add more cards. What is she hiding? She's hiding her strong connections. She's hiding her connections. This is who she's been controlling and who's been controlling her. And that's an extremely strong connection because that's at the top. What is she hiding? She's hiding, this would be investigations. This is investigations that she's hiding, probably into her. And oh dear, the Three of Pentacles is really big. This is hiding the dark money secret. And okay, so once again, at the base of the reading, she's hiding the evidence about all of this. This is the ultimate evidence that's going to take her down. Okay. Why is she hiding this? Oh no. Okay. Her connection is to those who are in league with the pro-communist party inside of the United States. Oh, she's heavily connected. And in what way? She has more than plans and agreements. She has been setting up this in advance. This was all planned way in advance with the GOP. And she's hiding it. She's hiding the evidence. Okay, now we'll ask for some clarification on this. These are investigations. Okay. Why? She doesn't want the news to get out. She doesn't want the news about her, the truth about her, to get out. That's why they're rushing this, because it's not giving anyone time to dispose. Okay, see how they're rushing the vote? This is rushing the vote. See how this army of senators in the GOP, and some of them wear white hoods and carry red circles on them. And see how they have the red sun in the background? That's the red sun. That's the Communist Party. Okay, this is going to make sense when we read it the whole way down. Okay, her dark secret money just came out. She's waiting for it to come out from overseas. She's got money that she's hiding from overseas and an investigation. Okay, this is an investigation into her strong ties with the GOP, the pro-Russia Communist Party, and the fact this entire thing was planned in advance. Now you see how this makes sense when we go across and then down. The investigations into her, which are being covered up right now because there's a lot of them and we can't see them, is because she doesn't want the news to come out on time. She doesn't want a news brief to come out on time. That's why she's rushing through the vote. The GOP is rushing through the vote so that the dark money secrets that she's hiding, waiting for money to come in from overseas. Look, this is waiting for her stuff to come in from overseas. And the vote will be produced before she's investigated. Now, this actually is really good news, you guys. Don't get upset. Now, remember, breathe in, receive love, receive confidence. What is the opposite of fear? Security, confidence. The new Attorney General is already begun investigations into Brett Kavanaugh. And believe you me, we need to let our Senate know, our new Senate in 2021, that the impeachment hearings need to be put on Brett Kavanaugh. And it's going to be really simple to impeach Brett Kavanaugh when the Senate turns blue. So we want to really focus on encouraging the vote for our senators and not just the office of the presidency. What this means is that Amy, even if she gets ramrodded through. So once again, breathe in and breathe out. Will be easily impeached when we find out that she's got ties to the GOP and dark money secrets, which, by the way, have already come out. Now, we know Susan Collins is faking it, okay? We know she's faking it to make it. She's going to vote probably in favor of Amy. This is the evidence. It's still there. So even though it won't come out in time for her confirmation hearing, some of it's starting to come out. She can be impeached along with Kavanaugh because they have to do impeachment hearings on Kavanaugh, and we must pressure Congress to do impeachment hearings on Kavanaugh. Okay, now, will she be confirmed? Will she be confirmed? Let's go ahead and check this out. Thanks for coming, everybody. This is great because we've got the small crowd today. This is like a lounge. It's like coming to the Crystal Lounge, except that we're not doing crystal. We're doing a TEKTITE today. Now, remember, the pre-wave is part of the TEKTITE. Before that asteroid hit the Earth, that perturbation wave and the pressure that went into the Earth before it even collided and exploded and made the Moldavite. That's right. You can feel it in advance. One of my cards dropped. Excuse me. All right. So when we tune in to the communication from the alien forces, and this is the cool thing about Moldavite. Moldavite is made of elementals, which are extraterrestrial. So that stone can be used to communicate with aliens, with pets who are on the other side of the rainbow bridge, who are either going to come to us or have already left us, loved ones, people who have yet to be born, all kinds of stuff like that. Okay. So will the confirmation hearings, will Amy win the confirmation nomination? Will she win the confirmation nomination? And then we will ask, is she up for an impeachment? Literally, because we know Kavanaugh's up for an impeachment. This is not legitimate what these people are doing. Okay, will Amy win the confirmation? Will Amy win the confirmation? Ooh, look, this card wants to come out. Ooh, will Amy win the confirmation? Ooh, this card wants to come out. They're investigating her. Will Amy, oh, this card wants to pop out. Oh, will Amy win the confirmation hearing? Oh, man. Okay, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't pull this down for you. Here, I pulled these cards. They were popping. Now, in this reading, the essence or the flavor is taking a stand. She's fighting, and they are fighting. As in, you can see, it doesn't look good. The person who wants to confirm and nominate her has a huge opposition. The foundation is the Hermit, which is the investigation. Okay? She needs to be investigated before she's confirmed. They need to take the time to look into her. Seriously. This is a recent past. This is a member of Senate. This could be Adam Schiff. This could be an entire committee of Congress people headed by Nancy Pelosi, who are looking into this investigation. The world, the end. This is the termination. This is the end of her bid. saying that her nomination is terminated. This is the exact opposite of yes. This is no. Will she be nominated successfully? No. Her bid will be terminated by this is the vote. This is not the GOP. Okay, these are the congressmen who want justice. This is the truth letters. See how they've got the amulet of justice on their helmet. They're not wearing that red cross. They don't have white hoodies on. They have a griffon. Okay, the griffon is justice, which is ultimately coming to be served on SCOTUS. Wow. According to this reading, her bid is going to be terminated because the investigation initiated by the committee, some committee, is going to end this. That sounds lovely, you guys. I find that hard to believe, to be perfectly honest. I thought that they would just manage to sneak it through. And so we're not even going to look at the impeachment. Let's look at the impeachment of Brett Kavanaugh. Oh, when will Biden pack the courts? Oh, will Biden pack the courts? Let's ask instead if Biden will impeach Kavanaugh. Jima says why the president wants Amy rushed in is he needs her to help him because I'm sure he has something on her he can use for her to take his side. Ooh. Marjorie says nothing frightens me anymore. We want to have a healthy respect. Just like the ocean, you don't just go jump into it without a lifeboat, you know. You want to have a healthy respect for COVID, you know. Okay, so let's take a look at two things. We're going to look at will Biden pack the courts and will Brett Kavanaugh have impeachment hearings initiated against him? Will the new administration start impeachment hearings on Kavanaugh? Will the new administration start impeachment hearings on Brett Kavanaugh? And then we'll ask the Biden question about Biden packing the courts. Technically speaking, the courts are already packed. Okay. Here we go. Brett Kavanaugh's hearing. This is the community card. So this is the entire SCOTUS. The nine. Okay. Brett Kavanaugh. This is Brett Kavanaugh's reading. Ooh, at the top of the reading is memories, sharing, stuff going around. This is also the coronavirus and sharing the coronavirus. This is also an immature connection and connection to children. This has a lot to do with Brett Kavanaugh's connection to children. This needs a clarifier because this could mean Brett's connection to children. It could mean he's infected. Oh, okay. Oh, he wants to get away. This is the reverse of him moving money and moving overseas. He's like, he wants to move out of the position, but he can't. He can't move out of whatever position he's in. Oh, look at this. This is his sudden ruin. This is the essence or the overseer of this entire reading. This is saying this is Brett Kavanaugh's ruin due to his connections to kids who probably passed him a coronavirus. Hi. And an agreement gone bad. He had played around in order to get his confirmation and to get his seat. It was very, very poorly planned. So this says Kavanaugh has absolute sudden ruin due to his connections with kids. Oh, look, lovers. Look what oversees him. Children. At the very essence is his lovers. This is his sex life, you guys. This is who he's having sex with. This is all about him having casual sex. Oh, no. The great, big, giant coronavirus. The germ to the max. His Brett Kavanaugh's reading is just leaking of ruin, connections to kids involving sexuality, a huge piece of data regarding the coronavirus, him blending, look at this, blending all this stuff back and forth. And look, in the end, he's cut out. Brett Kavanaugh looks bad. Look at this reading on Brett Kavanaugh, you guys. It's like he'll be lucky to even survive. Like RGB, did not survive, okay? It looks like Brett Kavanaugh is destroyed. Okay, it doesn't say about any truth coming out, any impeachment hearings, but it's his plan. It's a plan. He just, oh man, it's gone bad for Brett Kavanaugh. All right, will Biden? Well, pack the courts. Okay, well let's just put it this way. What will be Biden's strategy for the courts? What will Biden's strategy be for the courts? So, I mean, getting that Ace of Pentacles and the yes in his recent past, meaning he's cooked goose. What is Biden's strategy? What is Biden? Because right now Biden's already the presidential candidate. So this is the real deal. He's already making deals with setting up cabinet members and putting back in health pandemic task force, taking preventative state action in case the ACA is having problems with this confirmation hearing, and they ramrod through the end of the ACA, because that was Trump's big promise, was to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. That would be basically keeping a promise of his. What is Biden's strategy for the Supreme Court in 2021? What is Biden's strategy for the Supreme Court in 2021? There it is, to keep it at 9, you guys. He's not planning to add more justices. That's the justice of 9. Okay, so that answers your question if he's going to quote unquote pack it. That's a no. What is Biden's plan for the courts in 20, 21. Oh, this is a great reading. That the judgment and the people who are sitting at court uphold the Constitution of the United States, are not co-opted, and actually act on behalf of the American people, justice and what they have been meant to do per the United States Constitution. That's great. His plan that he has right now is to, this is a young, immature person, is to take out somebody immature at the court. So he is planning to take action against someone who was recently appointed at court. So this is Brett Kavanaugh. Brett Kavanaugh is one of the newest justices at court. This is Biden's plan. That's right, to take out Brett Kavanaugh. This is the rioting and the people acting out about all the ridiculousness over RGB. He's heard us, okay? He's listening to the people who have been protesting. And this is actually not howling at the moon. This is the sadness of people crying for our dearly beloved Ruth. Okay, in the recent past, we lost Ruth. Right now, he's figuring out what to do with two of the SCOTUS seats. His plan is to clean up two of the SCOTUS seats. Okay, he's either going to fill one that's unfilled, and he's going to once again take out Brett Kavanaugh. But right now, he can't make too much of a plan because he's got to wait and see whether or not Amy actually gets placed into that position before he's inaugurated. However, because this is the essence of the reading, Biden's going to make sure that we're going to have a just court. And once again, he's going to deal with at least two of the SCOTUS members, either the empty seat that's being filled, rushed to be filled, and Kavanaugh, or he'll fill it. He'll fill it because we're going to have democracy. We're having a return to democracy. You bet. Hi, Melissa. Yay. Oh, yippee. We have 5 people attending. Thank you for coming here. Hi, Melissa. Melissa's question is, why isn't the response to Biden packing the courts that the GOP already did that by refuting Obama's appointing up and down the line? That's exactly what I was saying. That makes total sense. So we see that Biden's plan is to deal with the fact that, once again, Kavanaugh is going to be up for impeachment. Okay, so we need to start talking about impeach Kavanaugh. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Azantiwa. There we go. Hi, Asantiwa. Okay, we're taking political questions here for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to do this special meditation with our stones today. Now, if anyone has some stones they would like to use during our meditation today, I do not have a Moldavite, so I'm using this rose quartz and especially a fluorite. And the reason why I am using fluorite, and I want to get this channel through to view through. See, there's a channel in the fluorite. Yeah. And this is what's known as a negativity channel. So when we receive and we draw in the energy from the outer world, we want to be able to take the excess negative energy, channel it through the fluorite, and that way all we have left is the positive energy coming through. So fluorite is super, super good for balancing. Okay, this is not going to be a seance where we have a communication or anything like that. We're just going to be opening the channel to receiving. There we go. There's the channel. See it? We're going to be opening the channel to receiving. Now, right now, this one's taking in the energy and sending out the negative energy, and then it will charge. Well, see how it's charging with my energy because I've got my fingertips on each side? This is one of my telenormal abilities. I charge crystals with my energy, and so this one's taking on my light with it, which is fuchsia. See? Now, when we do the meditation, we want to put the fluorite as the sending out energy in our right hand, and the receiving, the Moldavite or the rose quartz or any type of quartz, in the left. See, now I have this lemon quartz and this rose quartz on your left side, and then the negativity channel send out. See, because now we're going to be not deflecting, we're just going to take in all this energy, and we're not going to filter it. We're just going to send out the negative, and then we're going to keep the positive. And that's how we receive and we send effortlessly. One other thing you can do when you're doing the crystal meditation, when we go into the meditation mode in about half an hour, is you can place the Moldavite or the rose quartz or your quartz over your heart. Now, this is what's known as a thoracic outlet. So your arm and your heart chakra, see, goes all the way through your arm, and it goes out and then back. Okay? So if you receive in the left, that's right, and then you send on the right, and then you can put them Hi again. Make certain to put the fluorite and the sending energy in your right side. Okay. These are also emotional points right here, just below your rib bone, and you can put Moldavite right here. Now, it's okay to feel sadness when we are feeling loss. Today, we're going to be communicating with lost ones. Hi, Tina. Yeah, we just stopped buffering. That was because I moved too quickly. All right, so we looked at the judge. According to me, these readings, Amy's terminated. Her bid is over because Pelosi and others, Adam and Schiff, there's a committee investigating her deep ties into the GOP, dark money secrets, and campaign financing, and that's actually already out. Plus her strong ties to the pro-Russia communist regime. This is just not going to fly. And regarding packing the courts, and Joe Biden's strategy is that he's going to be dealing with two of the SCOTUS positions. One is filling the nomination, which for the seat, which is going to be open. Let's just go for that because that's a best case scenario. And also, it's the end of Brett Kavanaugh because he was not legitimately nominated either. So that is his strategy. Instead of adding more seats, no, Biden's strategy is not to add more seats. We've got the 9 right there, 9 justices. We're going to keep it at 9 justices. Hi, Ocean. Great to see you. Okay, so Tina Marie is asking, do you see Trump and any of his family escaping the country to avoid prosecution? Oh, that's a great question. And then just before that, there was another one. Will the board that Pelosi is setting up find that 45 is unfit? Okay, so let's just do quickly. Will the board that... Okay, so Pelosi set up that board, and what Marjorie is referring to is this week there was Nancy Pelosi proposed legislation regarding the 25th Amendment that she said is basically helping to fortify the 25th Amendment for the next president because of the fact that this coronavirus thing is so real. We need to have stronger placeholders, in guard. And now I don't really know what the legislation includes. I'm not up with that. However, I'm pretty sure that Mitch won't even send it on to the Senate, and it's going to just sit on his pile of unaddressed petitions. Okay. So the amendment that the 25th Amendment, which basically has to do with fitness and unfitness, and the Section 3 and the Section 4, which I read this week and last week, not to expect either Donald Trump or there to be a Senate vote to take Trump out due to unfitness. Okay, that was not reality based. So the question is, will this new board on presidential fitness and the 25th Amendment find that 45 is unfit? I don't know how they can do it because the legislation's not actually in play, but will they be successful? Because I'm pretty sure that, we're talking a lame duck president who's just got some time between now, although this guy can do damage, oh my God, in between now and January 20th. Will the board that Pelosi is setting up find the 45th president to be unfit? Will the board that Nancy Pelosi is setting up find the 45th president to be unfit? Will the board that Pelosi is initiating find the president to be unfit? Will the board that Pelosi's setting up find that 45 is unfit? That's a yes, you guys. Damning yes. Oh, in the recent past is sudden ruin. And in the end, we're going to have emotional news. Yes, we have a yes as the foundation, which is the center of the reading, which says an absolute yes. However, the essence is the resources and fighting over resources and fighting inside Congress over the resources. So before they can basically find him to be unfit, and that could actually be possibly about being retroactive to undo a lot of the things that he did, especially while he was under medication. Right now, this is a fight to get a hold of the resources. Yeah. Eventually they will find him to be unfit. This is damning evidence against Donald Trump in terms of the 25th Amendment, and a positive yes, he will be found under the 25th Amendment to be unfit. This is the recent past was a sudden ruin. He lost his mind, you guys. He was under medication, and by law, he is not actually allowed to sign papers while that there's like all these laws. This is the demise of Donald Trump. Okay, his sudden ruin, his loss in the polls, the end of his candidacy, his bad health. The dude is a walking disaster. Okay, that's why Pelosi started this whole thing. Now, what's this saying is this is a page of pentacles. Let's go back to the basis of the Roger Waite tarot deck, which began with the Nostradamus deck. The Pentacles is the suit of science. This is data. This is science. This is hard, cold facts that you absolutely cannot get around. It's reality. Yeah, and it's a voice of the young. It's the young, immature voice of reality speaking out. So at this moment, Pelosi's ability to remove him is not there. Because once again, this is news. In the end, we're going to get news about it. News is going to come out about Donald Trump's fitness for office. So let's watch. That's going to be great. I can hardly wait to hear that news brief. That's going to be great. And it's going to smell like stinking fish against Donald Trump. I hope it comes soon. Okay, so the next question is, do you see Trump and any of the family escaping the country to avoid prosecution? I do encourage you to watch the What Will Donald's Kids Do When He Loses video, because I went over Jared and everybody. Are they trying to, will they be able to escape? Will they be successful in escaping prosecution? And there's so many of them. So let's just start with Jared and Ivanka. Oh, I've got to read my new comments. All right, let's just start with Trump. Yay! Hi, Ocean Garden, and thanks for the reminder for entertainment purposes only. Will Trump try to escape the country to avoid prosecution? Will Trump attempt to escape the country to avoid prosecution? Will Donald Trump, the man, attempt to escape the country to avoid prosecution? Ooh, he's got an offer. He wants, okay, this is something about an offer. Does he need to get an offer? Does he need to get an offer? Or is he waiting for an offer? It's something about an offer. This whole reading is something about an offer being made to Donald Trump. Oh my God, you guys. This is interesting. What a great question. Whose question was this? This is the Seven of Pentacles. This is hard work. This is looking behind. This is looking at your back. This is looking behind. This is an after effect. Will he escape to avoid prosecution? Justice is coming for him. Okay, this is SDNY. This is Sally Yates. This is not the Senate. This is the state coming for him. This is Donald Trump, the candidate. Right now, he actually believes, oh my God, Donald Trump is so insane. He thinks that he's going to win somehow, some way, that he's actually not going to lose. This guy's lost his crackers. At this moment, the evidence is coming to get him. I told you it's SDNY. They're coming to get him. Will he escape? Ooh. Will he escape prosecution? This is a yes. Oh God, there's been rumors about cutting deals for him to resign, okay, that's a yes. Will he leave the country to escape prosecution? Yeah. Why? Because in hindsight, the district attorney, the state might be the only one who can get him. So how is he going to get away? Oh my God, this is looking really interesting. Well, yeah, we're going to have to do a special election interference. We're going to save that for another day. How is he going to escape? How is he going to escape prosecution? Because I think that they said like they were going to cut deals, like if he resigns, this or that, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, nah, he's not resigning. That whole Pence is going to pardon him thing. I don't think so. I think they're cutting deals saying that like they will. There's no way they cannot prosecute this guy. This guy is a national security threat. He owes hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars to foreign entities. This guy is too dangerous to walk free. How is he gonna escape prosecution? How is he gonna escape prosecution? Because we gotta cut him off. How is he gonna escape prosecution, guys? And this will be our final political question. How is he going to escape prosecution, you guys? How is Donald Trump going to escape prosecution? We know in his mind he can't believe that he's not going to win. That's like, he's so insane that it's like he can't even fathom not stealing the election. Oh, I'll be successful at stealing the election. You know, I'll get somebody who'll come to my aid. I'll figure out how to, whatever. How is he going to escape prosecution? How is Donald Trump going to escape prosecution, you guys? We got to really knock the cards this time. How is Donald Trump? I'm hovering them over the candle. How is Donald Trump going to escape prosecution? China. Oh, it's all an illusion. He won't. He thinks he will in his mind. Ooh, either that or China, you guys. Ooh. He just thinks he's going to escape in his mind. It's basically what that's saying. He's under the illusion that he's going to be able to escape. Oh, no, here he is. He's victorious. He's going to escape prosecution, you guys. How is he going to escape? This is Putin. This is Russia. He's betrayed America. He's operating as a pro. I can't say the word. FACS. He's not going to resign, you guys. He thinks that he's going to get lucky and that he's going to be victorious in the election because Russia will betray the American public and keep him in power if he's lucky. That's where it stands right now. The offer is not there for him to escape to another country, you guys. We're getting mixed messages. The dude is not mentally stable. He thinks in his mind, this is him under the illusion that he's going to stay in power. Wow. You can't get away without a deal. Oh, yeah, the art of the deal. Such a perfect comment, Santiwa. He's going to cut a deal to get out of there. You can see that he's already trying to, and if he can't cut a deal with America, he's going to cut a deal with Russia. But you know what? This is what I'm getting, and I want to read finally on this and pull out the oracle cards. And this is really, truly what I'm doing. He'll try everything. He'll try anything. If we can imagine it, they've already tried it. And stuff we haven't imagined. Okay. And we're going to be having a couple extra live streams because I don't know if you guys saw the whistleblower series, but it's out about the origin of the virus. It turns out this is so weird. I wasn't going to publish that video. I swear to God. It, like, when I put up the whistleblower part 3 the other day, it self-published. I didn't hit the publish button and it came out White Blower 3 and like 100 people looked at it because it was such a weird headline. And the day after I published that, boom, I saw that doctor, she was interviewed on Fox, I think Tucker Carlson. Yeah, that the origin of the virus is man-made and they're just totally dissing her. They took her to lunch and that's the reason why. And we're going to have a series on this. You guys definitely show up. Thanks for showing up at the live streams. And I'm going to tell you what I know because that big question in your mind. Yeah, the answer is yeah. Okay, so let's move on to our lovely, beautiful Moldavite experience today. Yep. Oh. Gma says he thinks Russia will help him again, like in 2016. I want to ask one question. We're going to do oracle cards now. Will Biden win by a landslide? Will Biden win by a landslide? Number 24, adjacent possibilities. I actually got this from somebody who was talking about racism, that these are people who are close to people who are racist. So when someone has a racist as a friend and they say they're not a racist, what they're doing is they're feeding that dynamic by saying they're my friend and it's okay to be my friend even though they're a racist. Linton Kwesi Johnson had a song. It was like, if you're friends with the bourgeois, you're no friend of mine. You can't be part of the petty black bourgeois. And he was talking about the blacks who were starting to act like white racists and white supremacists. So this is talking about people who are hiding behind a facade. It's talking about people who are pretending. And right now, I think that the truth is people are afraid to say that they are not going to vote for Trump. I reminded my Republican family members that during the Civil War, we created a secret ballot so you could vote for whoever you want. And I think that the reason there's going to be a landslide is because people who are saying they're pro-Trump are actually going to vote for Biden secretly. Yay. Okay. That's a possibility. It's a possibility that a lot of people who would have voted for Trump are actually going to vote for Biden without saying anything. They just have to put on a facade because remember, a lot of people who live in that Trump world live in a place of fear. Okay, so now we're going to move into remembering our loved ones. And the first thing that we begin by opening and receiving communication from our loved ones is, and once again, if you have your stone, go ahead and put your receiving heart stone in your left hand and your negativity channel, okay, in the right hand, and tap into the memory of being with your loved one, a pet, a spouse, a child, a parent, a cousin. Just start with the energetic of remembering a happy time and how it feels when you were together. I remember this cat. He was the best cat. He was so furry purry, and just remembering having him cuddling on me. Oh, what a sweet, sweet boy. He was a wild animal, but he was an avatar of love. So we begin by remembering that feeling and bringing in that feeling of connection to our loved one. Now remember, this isn't like a seance. There's no Ouija board. We're opening the channel. Opening the channel so if they would like to communicate with us, we can hear them. Okay, we'll be able to receive them perhaps in a dream or a little sign, or when we taste one of their favorite meals, we will remember them. And here's the number 34, the door to personal healing and happiness. As we go through our practice today with our stone, we are going to move from the inner world to the outer world, and the energy is going to come from the outer world toward us. That's right. Okay, and all we need to do, and believe me, it happens in an instant. The moment you're ready to receive, it's effortless. You don't have to do, have, or be anything. You don't have to be comfortable or relaxed. There's no effort required. It's just, I am open to receive. 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 And I'm letting go of that which I don't need. And I release that which I don't need. And I open my heart to receiving. I open my channel to healing and receiving the communication from my loved ones. And I let go of the grief and the sadness and release it because it's natural, sadness and grief. And we bring in and open and receive the communication. Open the channel to receiving the communication. I am open to receive, and I let go. I let go and release that which I don't need. Now my hands are already charged. They're just like whoop, super, super charged. Just that quickly. It happens in a moment. All we want to do is just be open to receiving. Believe that we are receiving. When we listen, it helps to be in silence. When we hear, lowering, that's right, lowering the amplitude, all that noise, putting space, silence into our mind, taking a slow down. Mercury's slowing down. Mars is essentially stopping. It's okay to just take a break. Just like that. Part of this receiving is saying no to create the space for receiving. I am open to receiving, and I let go of the noise. I'm open to receiving love, and I release all that is not attuned and aligned with love. That's right. And so I send blessings to all, that you are able to be in silence so that you can receive and hear communication. Hear a communication from a loved one. Hear a communication from one who is yet to be born. Hear and receive a communication from an alien, a non-earth being. That's right. Moldavite has elements which belong to other worlds. Yes. And with that, we move into silence, because silence is the gift so that we can listen. And that way we can listen and we can receive the joy of the communication from our loved one. Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone.